concert of Hazani Lux and the Luxites sold out in a record 0.8 seconds. Hot off their latest album.
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Like Agent said, it's going to be one heck of a show. Remember, get their music wherever slates are sold.
What was the name of that guy? Contact for the job.
Journalistic
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Hey there, Intrepid Explorer. Ready to make your ultimate discovery?
Hey. I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you. No. Well, at least not as far as we're concerned for the moment. Good. Because what I'm about to tell you could change the course of your life. The Trackers Alliance has been following your exploits and believe you have what it takes to join our ranks. You're being invited to our new headquarters in Aquila City. There you'll meet with Agent Number 1. If you decide to consider our offer, they'll guide you through our initiation process. I'd expect you do. What if you do? Well, I would hope that you'd seriously consider our offer. It doesn't matter to me. You're free to make your own choices. I found you, I delivered my message, so my job here is done. If you have any inclination of being a bounty hunter, then this is the best deal you're going to get. I'm not here to convince you. I've just been instructed to deliver the message. Your questions will be best answered by Agent Number 1 at the HQ. There will be time for introductions later, assuming you decide to join us. But until then, there's really no need for me to share that information with you. There's a reason for that. It used to be on a remote planet in a remote part of the galaxy. Agent Number 1 decided that it would be better if we had more of a public presence. So we purchased the old McCall estate and turned it into our headquarters. Okay, then. I suppose we will. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Aquila City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk. Are you working toward that next
Think you've got what it takes to
Let
tackle this
Ryujin
story.
Industries help
Maybe
you.
yourself a megaform megaform.
Are you working toward that next technological
I'm sorry. Try actually doing something about it for once. What can I get you? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just keep your hands where I can see them. My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. Hey, he can handle millions of calculations per second. A few complaints would be child's play for him. You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treating Styx like he's some kind of sideshow exhibit. I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto his chassis. If I could find the asshole who did that, I'd make him pay for the paint removal. You'd do that? Huh. Okay. Maybe I misjudged you. Huh. I'm glad you see Styx as more than just a possession. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. You can probably find him somewhere near Euphorica. Scare the crap out of this punk, and it'll teach all the Ebside lunatics that nobody messes with me and the Styx. Warlord's one of the Disciples, one of Neon's street gangs that claims it owns Ebside. A few years back, the gang tried to break in here and rob my place, but Styx put one of them down and sent another to Reliant on a stretcher. He and his buddies have been harassing me ever since, mostly by scaring away my customers and stealing my deliveries. Warlord still swears he'll get even with me, and he came pretty damn close when he somehow managed to disable Styx and sprayed him with paint. It feels like it's only a matter of time before he gets past Styx, and I'm done for. I know you'll be surprised, but thanks to my sparkling personality, I don't exactly have the easiest time making friends. That means I spend a lot of time talking to Styx, and Model A robots, they're not really programmed for casual conversation. The net result is I end up talking to a machine and looking like I'm out of my mind. Hell, maybe I am. You're in luck. Just got some of the latest hardware. The other day, Styx, I met a miner from Gazal.
I'm sorry. I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get her either. Not at first. But then I realized she wasn't.
I can't wait for my next rig.
To challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills, Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Oh, I don't have a problem with his place. My problem is Siegert himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. Yeah, sure, if all you care about is yourself. Every payment Siegert makes validates Neon Security's corruption. He's setting a bad precedent that many merchants are forced to follow. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Siegert said he had every intention of paying Neon Security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Best deals in town. Tell everyone you know about our store. I've had enough, Rosa. Sieghart's gone too far this time.
Oh no, this again? James, you have to let it go.
Let it go? Why should I? Every time he pays NSEC, he enables them, Rosa. He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous!
It's the way things are, James. There's nothing we can do about it.
You're right. I just wish things would change in this city.
If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help.
Oh yeah, boost packs.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. It's just a feeling that I have about Dietrich. I'm sure he's paying off Neon security because he has no choice. He can't afford to fight back like my husband expects. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Stop by again soon.
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs.
You get there. Fill out an application today to become part of
For
the
all your daily adventures, from the mundane to the death.
You want to head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out.
Welcome to
I think I need a
Sieghart's
break.
Outfitters.
How about...
Welcome to Sieghart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it.
I'll bring the blend, you bring the chocolate.
I can promise you, I'm not just using hyperbole to get your business. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Haven't heard that one before, but I suppose I can't blame you for saying so. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon Security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon Security on an empty stomach.
Word is the Borealis, you know, the DJ? Well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
Neuroamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too.
Oh, hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? I reckon I should have. This whole time I've been so angry at Sigurd for making those payments. I never bothered to ask him why.
What did I tell you? You assume the worst in people and you'll make it so.
I knew when I told you so was coming, but I guess I deserve it. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start. I had to chase more zone heads out of him. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun, James.
All your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Neuroamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs?
Then let Ryujin Industries help you get there. Fill out an application today to become part of it. The most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
All of the settled systems where you can get
Got a call someone's power kept going out?
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or
Looks like
Chimera?
you need to relax.
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Back off.
Why do you think?
You like art?
No, Chimera's nice, but
Then you should see the tag job on the robot at Neon Tactical. It's my best work.
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third Chimera, you're floating on frickin' cloud.
Only when I have a knife in my hand.
I don't know about you, but that's
The rest of the time, I just
yeah,
paint.
I guess you're right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Are you in a gang?
Some people are just...
You sound like a middle-aged bank teller. Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd sting for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do. Man, if it gets you out of my face, I just might. True. Don't want to fight a war on two fronts. I can't believe I'm actually considering it. All right, all right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Get lost, off-worlder.
You good?
Care for another Chimera?
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us on licensing?
I'm not gonna say this twice. Get the hell away from me.
Yeah, you're so. Good work. I hope you made him squirm.
Definitely a red flag. I'd stay away if I were you.
No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. You ever get pregnant with Styx? About the war?
I'm sorry. I do not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I get what you're saying. You just want to forget.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war.
So pop on in to the Grand's niggas, satisfy your cravings and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The Grand's is the only place on Neon.
Fill out an application today to become part of the most advanced technology corporation in the settled systems.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Good. Best not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Okay. Back, I see. Something I can help with? Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
I'd hate to be on Miss Salzo's bad side.
As technicians, we handle prep and post-op work. Beginnings and ends, as it were. You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked. Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason, and we seem to be ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. You may have a point. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a minor indiscretion. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the Underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid the embarrassment. Normally, I do a good job of setting boundaries between work and life. This incident is an exception. Goodbye.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart, Yuko, is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? It's good to see you're familiar with and appreciate our work here. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? A bold answer, and hopefully one with truth behind it. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? In that case, you'd find yourself on one of the best teams in the settled systems. It's nice to see someone take an interest in the legal side of cybersecurity. But I hope you enjoy a challenge. The hackers these days keep our people busy round the clock. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. Especially considering this criminal record of yours. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
I got the memo from Imogene to add you to the system. So it sounds like congratulations are in order. You must have really nailed that interview. Oh yes, get used to seeing this handsome face every day. Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to the dysfunctional family.
over at Kelp Corp, she's too good for Neon. Sounds like she's trying to help someone or something. Honestly, kind of tuned her out.
For years, Allied Armor has been the premier
Not
supplier of
interested.
private fire.
Sophistication and space. At Terrabrew, we've got you covered. Morning, noon, or night. Enjoy one of our
Pardon?
distinct coffee
Hi,
flavors.
there's a llama
Hello,
here.
and welcome to Terrabrew. How may I serve? Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promotion?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead. Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal. Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me. You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, I got fired. They don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed. You act like you're better than me. You're not. You can't be that good. Not yet. Maybe this doesn't have to get out of hand. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down. Let's just say, Ryujin doesn't like loose ends. Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability. And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay? And when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me, like I listened to you. Figured. Promises aren't exactly in the Ryujin spirit. I guess that's my cue to leave. Let's just hope we never see each other again.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them. Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayou. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course. Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming. Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
To ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew. Enjoy.
You fought hard to get to where you are.
And if you can't get it, no one can.
I just don't like this.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup? Good answer, and the one I was hoping for since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations, you've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right? Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful approach is necessary. You're basically removing obstacles from the equation. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. Yes, the profit margins are vastly different at this point in time. It's more the principle of the matter. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often. Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost. We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, Head of Marketing and Public Relations. Yeah, me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting two and two together. And I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are, handling the fallout. Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
So, fetching coffee one minute and junior operative the next. Gamden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions. Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arbron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from. Sometimes it takes drastic measures to ensure we can deliver the best products possible. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. Sounds like something my son would say. And no, I don't mean that as a compliment. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the Council of Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price. If we could get Freestar Rangers on payroll, we'd be running this faction. So no, that's not the case. Jalen simply knows how business is done when it comes to Neon. But that doesn't mean he's a free pass. So again, steer clear of law enforcement. Good. Then we should get along just fine.
April?
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
Well done. This should be enough to get me back in the field by next week.
Glad to hear it.
I'll put in a good word for you with Hugo.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've... met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at KeltCorp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get a job done around here. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at KeltCorp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Something I can do for you, love? Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. But in your... Wait a minute. Have I screwed this up again? Oh, damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelcor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. If only you knew. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to KeltCorp. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadigbo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system, but it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Nice visiting with you.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
What do you want to do for the break later?
I don't know, but I gotta get
Want
out
to see
of
how
here.
short my temper is? Keep talking.
It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm not spending another break
you
at my
supposed to be
desk
here?
listening to Cody eat with his mouth open.
One of those days, huh?
More like one of those months. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to Terra Brew right now.
Yeah? I'll go with you. We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
What? I'm working here.
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment.
See? I told you. Look at this
You
place.
good?
Ridiculous, right?
Don't forget, Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Welcome. Welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face.
I give it a few more months before this loser packs it in.
Ah, don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Isn't it obvious, my friend?
Yeah, sure.
I sell mining supplies of all shapes and sizes, as well as many, many hard-to-find types of ore. Everything I sell is carefully portioned, securely crated, and ready to be delivered right into the cargo hold of your ship. I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. I am sorry, my friend, but I can do no such thing. When a man signs a contract, he must honor it, no matter the terms. Oh, maybe you're right. As much as it means to me, my pride cannot be my ruin. I suppose so. There's nothing in the contract that says I must pay the loan through sales. Please, I don't have time for this. You don't know what you're talking about. I am sorry. I know you and Miss McKenna mean well, but I simply cannot accept this donation. Ah, yes, you are here on behalf of Miss McKenna. She is kind, but as I said before, I cannot accept. Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen. Look at me. My palms are sweating. Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer. I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her. I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions. I hope you have a glorious day, my friend.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry, my friend, but prices are set in stone. I'm afraid I cannot provide any discounts.
Oh, come on, man. Where am I supposed to go mining on Volai
Take it
Alpha?
easy.
It's nothing but ocean. Look, I'll pay 50% but no more. You should be happy, you know? I don't exactly see any customers clamoring at your doors.
No, I cannot do that. You have to pay what everyone else pays.
Have your way.
Yeah? Hey there. What's up?
Hey there.
I've been applying to different megacorps in the area, but I haven't gotten a bite.
Catherine Luzian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder.
Got those two.
You should have seen the look on Dexler's face when we told him. God couldn't paint a better picture. Much better, thanks for asking. I don't exactly know what you said to Dietrich, but he's certainly turned everything around. He's really stepped up and taken an active role in fighting Neon Security's corruption. He's even organizing the merchants' meetings with me. Best of all, I think we've become good friends, which is a rare thing to come across in this city, I can tell you that. Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me. Watch your back out there. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they ever knew what planet they were on.
They're just kids having fun.
Don't kid yourself, Rosa. Aurora isn't fun. It's a poison. It needs to be taken off the streets.
James, please. It's not just the Aurora. It's Administrator Bayou. As long as he's in charge, the city will just get worse and worse. Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us peasants? What did he want?
He said he wanted to personally thank us for our contributions to the city and hopes for our continued support. I'm sorry.
Our contributions? Those taxes we pay are a sham, so he can line his ivory trade tower with another layer of gold. Makes me sick.
Possibly want. Hey there, friend. Need something?
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic.
I don't think that's
They fly around like
You've got to say something. Step through the door of Seagard's Outfitters.
James and I have plenty of supplies for your next expedition in stock. Business could always be better. I'll take that. You won't find a better selection anywhere else.
whatever.
Hey there, Adventurous Galaxy. But here at Reliant Medical.
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, have its own. Weak. My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
Yeah, coming down off Aurora isn't easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc, he isn't gonna, rat me out, right?
You kidding? Who cares if you're addicted to the stuff? Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it worked for
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Can I help?
sick of feeling this way when I can't get a fix. I'll just rest until.
Oh my goodness. Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps? That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies. I can assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic. There is, actually, but it requires outside assistance. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know. That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change. Oh, and I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. There's nothing to worry about. As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done slowly and methodically. If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme. Don't worry about me. You just watch yourself. Administrator Bayou doesn't like people that rock the boat, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system. Abby Edding? She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra traffic as long as the supplies allow for it. A few extra credits never hurt. Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked.
It's a dangerous galaxy, but here
mercenary company known as Ecliptic is now one of those three.
Be here when you're ready. The Hotel Volai. Sleep
We have
with us.
plenty of space available.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room?
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. Indeed it does. And all it took was a dash of my own ingenuity to make it happen. But that's a story for another time.
So, can I book you a room for the night?
Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayou and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
I really don't know if I can do this.
Welcome, Off-Worlder, to the Hotel Volai. Your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety
There you go. Reliant Medical.
Nothing to report? Nope, nothing. And pretty slow day so far. Hopefully we'll see some action soon.
But here at Reliant Medical, we've got the carton outfitters. If we don't have it, we can get it.
You know the power of harmony. And your unique Starship is expertly crafted.
So, why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for
Would you
your
care
girlfriend.
to pick up an exquisite gift while you're here?
You think I've suddenly inherited a fortune?
Are you sure you're in the right place?
Way out of my price range.
You certainly don't look like one of our usual
You're the one
clientele.
that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive. There's the
I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. You mean kill him? Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how. I've never been terribly good at that sort of thing. Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Probably not. Seoka tend to hang out in small groups. Good for them, but for us. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. Oh? Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe. I believe he's a newer member of Seoka. They pulled him up out of one of the street gangs that crawl through our sewers. If you're wondering how I know about that, he boasts about it every time he comes in here. He's quite a large gentleman. I believe you can find him roaming the street somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. Look, if he somehow disappeared, you'd be doing everyone in Neon a favor. No one would miss him, no one would care. Please visit us again if you're in the market
Look,
for
man,
luxury items.
have a heart. I can't pay.
New Atlantis security has reported yet another.
This better not be a waste of money. Need something? Always happy to take your money. All right, buzz off. Busy.
Want to tear themselves to shreds? Let them. As long as all that stays out of the plaza, our job is done.
What's up?
Let me know if you need any assistance with the flyers. Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Thank you again for helping me out with the flyers.
Lovely day for it. Welcome to Keltpur. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you, and here, for your efforts.
If you're wondering what that smell is, it's neon. If the gangs can keep from killing each other.
Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance, we offer a whole range of...
Gangs think they run this city, but I don't see people building statues of them.
What'll it be? You lost, kiddo? Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my Husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Course, something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. Mm-hmm. Sounds like we understand each other then. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? You might be right. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You just won't give up, will you? Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. You are so ignorant. They're not all bad apples like Headlock. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4 or somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him? I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed. That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Hopefully it's something you need. See you around.
I ain't warning you again.
Hey, is someone sneaking around? Can't hide forever.
Trying to hide.
Blast them!
What are you doing in here?
You need to leave. Now.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
All things incredible and exclusive.
You good?
Welcome to the Emporium. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. It was good to have you in my shop.
Sweet home. The Emporium, Neon's premier seller of all things incredible and powerful. Hearts outfitters, and you'll enter a world.
You didn't hear this one, but those ecliptic mercenaries, factions useless sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me. This murdering asshole should be blasted into space dust.
If you got any spare creds, I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare? Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment. Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. But that won't happen with this slate. It's like wind resistant. That would mean I don't have to start over. All right, deal. I lost them near the employee break area. Look for any papers near the ground, the tables, maybe even the roof. You find all 3 spreadsheets, and I'll give you the slate.
Good. Nothing to report? No. Nothing. Hey, keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you for a DP and A.
Beat it. You can't be here. Listen carefully.
Keep it moving.
Got any creds to spare? Wow, that's real class of you, Chief. A+ stuff. Now I can get my books sorted, executive style. As promised, your slate. Tell your techie friend I didn't peek inside. And even if I did, I don't know what half of it says anyway.
You need to leave. What?
What I don't sell, it's under control.
You. Yeah, you. You really going to walk on by? Euphorica? We have everything you want to have neon in.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong end of a bounty.
Exclusive. You fought hard to get to where you are. Here in Neon. Now is the time to enhance your life.
Your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your
Personal treatment products, so you can take reliance.
Hey there, friend.
This report isn't bad, but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
And that's what I was afraid of. I just hate accessing the Combatech database. It's anxiety-inducing.
How goes...
What is
I know
it?
what you mean, but that you're missing...
Well done. It seems assigning you to this task was time well spent. And as I said when we met, time is money. Hopefully these credits will serve as adequate compensation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an operative to debrief.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report? Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike CeltCorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
If you happen to see Lyndon on this floor, give a girl a heads up.
People joke, say those Peru salads.
Don't move, Nesha!
What the hell's this about? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped through.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Sure, have at it.
word to the wise? Avoid the stretch, especially Aggies.